as Coach Mazzulla after the 116-99 Boston win.
The game, regardless of how the game was going, that stuff never waned. And so, you know, listen, like when the stakes are really high and you're trying to achieve what we're trying to achieve, it's easy to lose those things, you know, because the guys are playing as hard as they can. And so I just thought regardless of the result, the guys just stuck together.
The loss in Game 3, how did that kind of test you guys to kind of re-find yourselves again? And how did you re-find that trust over the past couple of days?
I mean, I think anytime you're in a do-or-die situation, it forces you to build an awareness and a perspective. And so it's always been there. And I think just the perspective of understanding, just a week ago we had it. And so it's just, it's fragile, you know, during these times. And so we just had to remind each other of that. And I thought the guys were they were connected.
The fourth quarter hadn't been kind to Jason coming into tonight, but obviously got going offensively. What was the difference for him in the fourth quarter?
Our spacing was good. Our intentionality was good on what we were running and how we were attacking. And I just thought he got to his spots and made the right play.
Coach, after such a necessary victory for you guys, both for the series and emotionally, can you describe the state of the locker room now that this victory has come to kind of refresh everything for you guys?
I mean, the way it's been the majority of the season, and so I think that's important. And then just have understanding is like we can't relax. You know, we have to keep the same level of intensity, the same mindset, same focus for the next game.
Joe, the third quarter timeout where Jalen was kind of stuck in the corner, what did you see on that play, and what was the key for Grant to be able to get back to being a 30-minute per game guy? You've said for a lot of the year that it's been a matchup issue that he hasn't been able to play as much.
Just wanted to make sure we got a good shot on that, and I felt like the possessions before that didn't go well defensively, and but we were still playing with a good sense of pace, but we obviously lost the advantage, and just kind of wanted to reset a little bit. We had lost a 50-50 ball to start the quarter that I think we just had to kind of nip that in the bud. And so I just took an opportunity to do that. And Grant just played solid. He made open shots, did a great job screening versus switch, and just executed the game plan defensively.
Joe, they tried to hit you early. They went up 9 a couple of times. What prompted you guys to kind of keep responding? Game 3, you kind of backed up a little bit, but you kept coming with force. What prompted that?
I mean, I think just the situation to where we had to rely on each other. You know, just continue to stay the course.
It wasn't Jimmy's most efficient night, specifically around the rim. I guess, what do you guys feel you guys did to kind of throw that off?
I mean, listen, like, I just thought our pickup points, our ball pressure was pretty good. We got to do a better job defending without fouling, staying down on fakes. You know, but I thought just our ball pressure was a little bit better.
Joe, can it just be boiled down to as simple as a bunch of three-pointers from guys who just haven't been hitting them? Al hit 3, Derek hit 3, you have 4 from Grant. I mean, that's contribution from role players that you haven't been getting.
I mean, I think that plays a part in it. I think at the same time, we didn't make shots. We had like an empty possession stretch in both halves where we continued to defend at a high level. And so I think it's the combination of defending at a high level regardless of if those go in, but obviously when they go in, they help. And it makes things a little bit easier for you.
Joe, that third quarter timeout you called when Jalen got trapped, what did you say to them in that huddle? Because the execution was just so on point right away from that moment. I just told them, like, you know, we can't start the quarter off not getting a 50-50 ball and just keep your poise and execution. And I thought the guys had a great awareness to intentionality to what we were running. You know, spacing was good and execution was good.
Coach, Jason Tatum in the fourth quarter found his offense in a big way. What did you see in his approach this game compared to what you've been seeing fourth quarter execution throughout the entire series?
Just patience, executing the spacing, and then just making the right play.
Joe, after Game 3, you said you thought the team lost some of its defensive identity. I guess, you feel like you got some of that back tonight, and what did you like about how you guys responded on that end?
Yeah, in the sense of like, regardless if the ball goes in, you have to defend, and so we didn't do that at times throughout the series, and I thought tonight we did that, which, empty possession or not, we still guard at a high level, and when we're at our best, that's kind of what we do, that's what we have to do.
Any other questions, Joe? Final question,
At shoot-around this morning, the guys seemed really kind of loose and really confident, especially in what they're saying to us. What did you kind of see leading up to this over these past 48 hours when, you know, it could have been easy to not be that way and pack it in a little more? What kind of were you seeing from them during that time?
Just a connection, a togetherness, and awareness, a perspective, understanding. The situation that we're in, you don't really have a choice. It's a do or die, so got to stick together.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks.